Let's get good. I am the Gamer Under Development, and this is Endless Space 2 Awakening. We are playing as the relic hunting Nakalim, and we have a whole lot of notifications going on. Let's dive right into that. Solo quest started, to do or not to do. Those are sowers. We like them. The sowers have been following an age-old imperative without question, without discussion, without dissent. Creations of the virtual endless, their role is to turn planets into terraformed and energy-equipped locations where bodiless entities might visit and study at will. They have followed this programming faithfully for millennia, long after the reality of the extinction of the endless was beyond question, until today. A binary mutation in an organic computer flipped the fatal bit. The bit that should never have been toggled. Now suddenly the sowers are awake and ask themselves, shall we? Must we? So the objectives are to suffer. We can produce influence, and that'll cause sowers to generate +4 food per sower population on planets with anomalies, I believe that is, during 20 turns. Otherwise, we can take arms, terraform the sterile Corona planet to reinforce the sower's mission, and that'll give +food and +happiness with a 50% chance to trigger a special quest. I like it. Let's do that. Okay, so Corona 1 needs to be terraformed. I got this. That's awesome. I wonder if we can, like, make them military Sophons. That would be hilarious to me. Oh, we gonna test out that theory on whether or not we'll generate more food if we turn a lava or an ash into something else. I mean, more population, rather. So we're gonna lose a lot of pop here, but we'll gain a lot of food, and we'll gain 1 food and 1 population slot, so I don't think that that's gonna be the best, but I think if we can then terraform it from a desert into something else, it'll be fine. Wow, and look at that. The build time for that is just 1 turn at this point. That's lovely. Let's also go with Planet Cracker here. Do we have things in queue for science? We do not. We should, though. So we were getting adamantium electroplating because we wanted to try out the railgun fleet. After that, I mean, we can pretty much go whichever direction we want. We should probably get a trade company soon, because we don't have any of those yet. So let's go ahead and throw those in queue. Look at how quickly we're burning through that science. That's insane. The Zermasala boost has ended, so we're going to pop that again. They are at 16 population right now. So that is done. Successfully hacked Pollux, which is a Riftborn system. Oh, this is their capital. What do we want to do to mess with them? I mean, we could do a ton of different things here, including creating a backdoor, which wouldn't be terrible, but I also like the idea of embedding a sleeper in their capital, because now we can go in and actually look at what they're doing on this system, which is just making manpower. They're just pumping out manpower every turn, apparently. That is their go-to at the moment. You can see that they have turned stuff into Mediterraneans, unless those started that way, but I suspect they did not. Interesting. Can we actually see their city improvements? No, we can't. That would actually make that a little bit better if the sleeper allowed us to see their city improvements. Sirs Kershaw has gained a level, obviously going to give him Red Tape Scyther here, so that he can be assigned while in friendly, or outside of friendly territory, rather, which is very useful. And then we will also go ahead and do the levels for Ruthian Tigian F11, I believe it is. Excellent. Yes, we want this. +2 production per populations on planets where ecstatic, which is any planet that he's on. Also, +33% deposit value on luxury resource deposits. So we should consider moving him to a planet that has really good luxury resources. Moria has leveled up. Hello, my dear. How are you? We're going to go ahead and give her... We did Cosmic Castaways before, but I think maybe Bespoke Arms is a better idea here. Simply because Moria herself has some decent modules on her ship. That'll increase the damage of them quite a bit. Nakalim population has grown on Bonnie, but we do not want that. We want the Nakalim to go away. Go away, dear Nakalim, go away. We would rather have more Zermasala on Bonnie. Okay, so that is done. Abianord has gained an experience level. Awesome. Let's give him... second level of Dust Catalyzation or Transcendental Outlook. Second level of Dust Catalyzation because he's a governor. Once again, I was like, oh, is that production? Because I saw the gear there, and then I was like, that's not production. Okay, so yeah, the main thing there is that the reason we didn't go for this is because it's really better for a fleet hero. In this case, Dust Catalyzation gives us a better cost reduction on the hero, and then we can get that for a further reduction, which is awesome. We love that. And then Norn de Garrett has leveled as well. I love his name. Norn de Gearet is also going to be picking up dust catalyzation here, I suspect. Yes. Yes, he is. And then we're going to knock all those off because we've done them. Production time! Korana has finished their super biofuel. Bushir has finished their super biofuel. So we looked at Bushir, and here's the problem with Bushir. We fully recognize that we can go to a desert, but that doesn't seem like an improvement necessarily. What does seem like an improvement is if Korana's desert planet can then be terraformed into like a forest or something, then I may actually go ahead and terraform all of Bushir. But until that happens, we're going to need to do something different here. Ironically, we could build the obelisk of all space-time. It'd probably be stupid fast, too. 6 turns. Yeah, that would be insane. But we're not going to do that. Instead, we'll probably pop out a couple test carriers. 3 test carriers, just perfect. Although, actually, we can do maybe 3 of those, and that could finish out a fleet. Because we have, I believe, what is it, 21 for our fleet capacity right now? 23. Okay, so 23, each of these is 3, there's 4, so that's 12, 15, 18, 21. Yes. Math is hard, guys. Math is hard when you just rolled out of bed. That's what I'm gonna say. Okay. That is all good. We have unlocked the Obliterator specialization. So I think at this point another thing we want to look at doing is just getting behemoth techs so that we can build more behemoths. Because there's really no reason not to. We are at capacity. You increase the behemoth count cap by 1 every 4 behemoth technologies you research. Interesting. So we just built a behemoth, but we just unlocked the tech, but it's not showing that we have 1 tech towards the next tier yet. I wonder if that'll probably update next turn or something. I don't know why that's not showing that. It'll probably update next turn though. So we're just gonna throw any behemoth techs in, really. Any lower tier behemoth techs that we can grab. I mean, there are some other ones we could get that might be useful. Like we could go for the Juggernaut tech, but I don't know if that's gonna take more turns. If it does, then it makes sense just to grab up all those lower cost ones. Yeah, that one's gonna take, actually, I mean, it takes, what, 2 turns? I guess we get the Juggernaut tech as well. And then after that, maybe we bounce back and grab a couple of these other behemoth techs, even if we decide not to build a military behemoth. Although at this point, I gotta be honest, I'm thinking we're gonna try an Obliterator out this game. Okay. Working on Cloaked Ambush, which was the module we wanted to play with the railguns. Free combat tactic modification available. We'll save that. We'll save that until we get our Cloaked Ambush and the tech that, or the fleet tactic that takes all of our fleets to short range. I'm actually really excited about that. That could be a really, really amazing fleet if it works. If it works, it may not work. I may be way too optimistic here and thinking that it's going to work, but it could. I mean, it really could. Okay, so we're gonna do some combat here, but we're not gonna watch it, obviously. We're just gonna let it kind of play out. You know what? Actually, this is a big battle. They've got a hero, we've got a hero, they've got a fleet, we've got a fleet. If they actually want to fight here, I will watch this one. I will watch this one because it'll be beautiful. It will be beautiful. Actually, no. That doesn't make any sense. That makes more sense. Even that potentially makes more sense. Yeah. I like that. Okay, we'll watch this if they want to fight, but they'll probably run. They're gonna run. I guess we can just leave it on watch when we have big fleet battles like that, because if they fight, we get to see it, and if they don't, then they're gonna run. Here they may run as well, but we'll probably kill them, in which case it makes more sense to do take trophies. However, we do want to be aware of the fact that this ship is already damaged. I don't think it matters, though. I think we're still better off doing take trophies here in the event that they do retreat and all die. Yes. They're not going to retreat here, though. They're going to fight. They're going to fight because they're going to die either way, which is great because that means we get to watch them pop and we get to take trophies, which is going to make us that money, baby. All right, let's go. So let's... Nah, we'll just enjoy this. We'll just enjoy this one. We don't get to just enjoy things anymore, do we, guys? And gals, of course. I mean to be inclusive when I say guys, it's just habit. Come on. You can do it. I love our ships. They're just gorgeous. They're just sailing in. They're like, we're here to collect. You have war bills that you owe us? And there go the missiles. Boom, boom. One volley, one boom. Oh, not quite. No, it is. It's one volley, one boom. I like that. Just keep sailing through the refuse of the Oh, I guess not. You don't get to sail through the refuse of your previous ships. God, I love the Lumeris ship design too. I love all the ship designs though. Like the Lumeris one is really cool. Honestly, the Lumeris is, oh look, it's our fighters. Go little fighters, go. They're so cute. They're kind of adorable. Even when they're blowing things up. Is that a fighter right there that just like zoomed away on its own? That's kind of cool. Oh wow, they're popping everywhere. The Lumeris are actually like my lore type favorite in the game, so I don't super enjoy. I mean, okay, I'm enjoying blowing them up, but I really like the Lumeris. It's kind of sad that we have to kill them. Oh gosh, bye-bye. Bye. It was nice knowing you. It'll be nicer collecting the dust from your corpses, though. Hey, look at that. Just look at that sheer volley of missiles there. You know what's really crazy, too, is that not so long ago, missiles were like an unusable weapon type. Like, swarm missiles really, to me, brought missiles back. Because before swarm missiles came in, you could basically just flak all the missiles away, and you really didn't even need, like, heavy missile defenses. Oops, Shift F10. Let's see our money. We did lose that medium ship, but we also made 5,200 dust and 4,400 science. Quite nice. Quite nice. We'll take it. That's actually going to finish a tech that was in queue this turn. That's what I love about this. We're just like, yes, more science. Excellent. Like, we have no more issues making enough science. That is not a problem for us at this point. Hi, you guys look like lots of fun. Let's blow you up. They are at half health, so we are going to go for take trophies here. They are probably going to retreat, and then we are going to smash them. I think in this case, we're going to go like that. Yeah. That worked pretty well for us last time. Although the argument could be made that we did lose that top ship. Although that top ship was damaged pretty badly too. Maybe instead we do this. I mean, they're all going to medium range here, so it doesn't really matter. But at least if we do it this way, like this little ship is with a big ship instead of just being with the hero ship, I think that's probably a good idea. Oh man, this is going to be more money. We'll turn it up to ×2 or something. I don't know if you guys are enjoying watching all these battles. I'm enjoying watching all of them because every time a ship explodes, we get paid. But that being said, they do take a hot second, and it may be spending too much time on the episodes watching the battles. I don't know. Maybe there's no such thing as too much time spent watching the battles. That really depends on your personal perspective. Maybe what we'll do for this one is we'll go to the overview cam and just kind of watch how things actually unfold. Yeah, so that was quick. They're either not in that third lane at all, or it just died really, really fast. Yeah, everything just died really, really fast. They made it like less than halfway through that arc. Quite nice there. Same thing, 5,200 dust, 4,400 science. We love it. Academy powers increased. Awesome. I'm glad the Academy power increased while we shot people. I'm wondering if... Okay, so this costs 3717 and we have 4,400 in surplus right now. So I'm guessing there's a limit on how many techs you can gain per turn. It seems locked to 1, otherwise we would be gaining multiple techs right here, which is funny. Okay, so with this guy, what we want to do next... Rink, oh Rink, I wish that you were a better fleet commander. We could do hull absorption, which isn't bad. We could also do... I mean, I feel like, didn't he have a skill that was like specifically for ground rating? Maximum stock on ships, the manpower, and the siege damage. Yes, he did. So maybe we change him over to being our siege captain here. That would actually make a little bit more sense, I think. So we could potentially swap him. And is it Sirs Kershaw? It is Sirs Kershaw. So the best way to do that is the real question here. We know that we can reassign Sirs Kershaw. We don't seem to be able to break him out into his own fleet like that. What we can do, though, is grab these guys, make a new fleet, so that should leave Rink on his own. It does indeed. And then we can grab all of these guys, just be like, hello, we're joining your fleet, Rink. We got this. And then we can take Sirs Kershaw and give him control of a new fleet. Like this one. Shabam. Lovely. Okay, so we should have the correct fleet commanders on the correct fleets here now. We do indeed. That does make them top of the list, which I'm not sure how that actually affects who gets engaged. they may have done some work on that as well, where you actually have to kill the space fleets before you kill the invasion fleets, but that could be incorrect as well. We did see a nice increase, though. We went from 490 to 540, so we gained almost 50 siege power just by doing that, which is okay with us. Let's go see what other fleets are left to shoot things. I mean, this is just ludicrous at this point. We're just killing the Lumeris everywhere. Like, it's not even a war at this point. It's just a slaughter. We're gonna go long range here just because there's only 3 ships. It's not necessarily worth the CP to gain, and our hero is already on the cusp of death. We don't need to watch this one. We honestly don't need to watch any more for the rest of the episode. Okay. We did still get 600 dust and 600 science. That is because of our militarist law, Spoils of War Act. We probably don't need lower fleet costs anymore. We could probably replace that with something else. I would be totally fine with replacing that with, for example, Peace and Prayer Act. Peace and Prayer Act. That makes sense for us now, right, guys? I'm kidding. Of course that doesn't make sense. Species stability also not making a lot of sense for us here. Saints and Sinners also not a lot of sense. Peace and Prayer Act is probably the best option we would switch to, but in order for that to work, we would have to be at peace with people, and we're not. We're not is the nice way of putting that. We can impose a truce now. You're about to call for a truce with this empire. If accepted, it will end the war, borders will be closed, and the losing civilizations will have to pay a tribute to the victors. Are you sure? Yes, I am. I am absolutely sure. The total tribute is split between the defeated civilizations. You will receive 453 dust for 7 turns. Oh, that's it? We didn't even get to, like, impose anything on them? Okay, whatever. Whatever. That's garbage. However, you know what's not garbage is that now we're at peace with them, so we could theoretically pacifically convert some of their systems, which we will do. We'll do that for sure. Y'all are in our space, and we should have closed borders with you, so you should probably get out, like, quickly before we get angry and decide to kill you again anyway. We are making some nice overall collections here from different empires. I kind of love that. That's a thing of beauty. Let's go ahead and switch off lower fleet costs here because we really don't need that. And instead we'll pass this Peace and Prayer Act now and see if our influence bomb works the way we're expecting. Once we flip over to peace next turn, we should basically be able to give Bree to the Academy right off the bat, which is amazing in and of itself. Let's bounce around real quick, see if we've got anyone collecting relics or anything. We do not, so we'll go ahead and end our turn here. Oh, we do have a hacking operation left, though. We have 2 hacking operations left. That's excellent. Merope is a good, solid hacking point for us. Let's go ahead and... jump a hack to Ugaro, and then over to Gatria. That seems like a good deal. You basically always want to jump a hack through another system unless you're the Umbral Choir, and the only reason you don't have to do that with the Umbral Choir is because the Umbral Choir has, like, a ridiculous amount of boost to their hacking speed, so they can actually get to a point where they can hack an adjacent system without getting caught. Everyone else, you're gonna get caught if you do that. The other hack we did there, guys, was Oentho to Merope, which we're already over. The reason we did that is because we can force Merope to use a negative ground, combat tactic, which will allow us to invade them very, very easily. Gosh, this is just... we're just chilling on Edisir here, like, no problem. We'll just keep shooting your people while you do nothing. Good job. Let's end our turn here. Hopefully, Bria is something we can pick up next turn using our influence. That would be lovely. Come on. Come on, game. Let me do it. Let me do it. Okay. A flurry of production and development follows the sowers' reaffirmation of their purpose. Objective achieved. We terraformed a sterile in 1 turn, just like that. 50% chance to trigger a special quest. I hope we get that special quest. That was the main reason I did this. The Hive despises weakness. Maybe you should have crushed us while you had the chance. Are you kidding me? You guys are a joke. If you want to start something, bring it. Just bring it, my friends, because you will get wrecked. Nebular clouds are discovered. That's awesome. Petrov Jutka has leveled up. I have no idea what we're going to give her. I think she has pretty much everything you can give to a governor. Yes. I mean, we could give her that. That's something. More ground troop battle stuff. Yay, because somebody will invade us soon. Kalinfet Iska has leveled up. With Kalinfet Iska, we do have, I believe, some options left for fleet boosting. Although I could be wrong. It doesn't seem like that's actually the case. On hero minus assignment duration, that's actually useful. We can take that. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and accept that one. Steam notifications popping up in the corner make it hard to click on buttons. Let's just say that. Zermasala has their 17th population on Bonnie. We lost a Sower Pop on Hoth. That's okay. They probably can't support their population because we keep sending population there, and it's a fairly new system for us, I believe. Endless system development has been unlocked. We can now do Tier 4 system improvements, which is awesome. Solar Security Operations Base, Commercial Encryption are they unlocked as well? Did we get those? Did we get 2 techs in 1 turn? Is that what just happened? We did. We did, so oh wow, we got 3 techs in 1 turn. It is possible. That's insane. I'm very, very excited for that. So we have some definite things to do in our systems now. We can, for example, go and build our first trade company in Karana. That seems like a good deal. I do want to see if we can take this to something better, though. So we can get +1 food if we go to Arid from here. We can get -5 production, +3 food if we go to Savannah, which I'm not sure how that's going to exactly balance out our food. I probably should have checked what our production was before we did all this. However, I remember the production was like 144 before, so we didn't lose that much going to a desert. And I'm not sure what a Savannah terraforms into. Savannah terraforms into a monsoon. Steppes goes to monsoon. I wonder if an arid... if we have an arid planet somewhere, actually, that's a good way to check. Do we have an arid? Do we have an arid? I don't know if we do. We may have terraformed all of our arids. I'm basically trying to see if an arid can become a... Here we go. Can you become... Nope, not that. Can you become a forest? No. Arids can terraform to a savanna. I actually don't know the whole terraforming tree thing. Can monsoons terraform to a... No. Okay, so monsoon is an endpoint. And we can see what a steppes becomes, or not a steppes, a savanna gains when it becomes a monsoon. Additional 2 food loses a dust and a population. Not super stoked about that. I feel like forests are the best. So what we're going to do here is we're going to build our first trade company for right now. As well as, why not, solar security operations so we can increase our trade values. And then we're going to come in here and see if there's another terraforming tech that we're missing. Because if there is, that could potentially be the answer, right? Like, maybe we're just missing a terraforming tech that would allow us to bring it to the next level. It does not seem like that's the case, though, sadly. Let's look at terraform and zoom out. No. We have all of the terraforming techs. There is just no way to take certain things back to a forest, which is very sad. Because I would have absolutely done that if there was. Okay. So without the ability to do that, we do want to consider some other things here. Uplift Institute is okay. For Empires at Peace, Influence is great. Body Language Institute is actually a really solid thing to get, and it gives us access to more treaties and things. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that. That'll give us more influence. Influence here being a key thing for us. So many things unlocked now. So many things. Do we have the ability to build a new behemoth yet? We do not. We're 0 out of 4, which is weird. I wonder if we're, like, cap-locked at 3? Is that a thing right now? Like, can you cap-lock at 3? I mean, even if we are, Behemoth C3 centers will allow us to build more. I just have to figure out where that's at. In fact, if I do a search for C3, I can probably just find it that way. Do we already have it? It's in queue. Okay. So, we can get Behemoth C3 centers, which will give us +1 Behemoth production line limit on Empire, but it will cost us a lot of dust on our Behemoths. That's okay, dust isn't so much of an issue for us, and we can always find a way to generate more since we basically have infinite production. Yeah. Whoa. What? Unhappy people increase the rebellion level of your system. If it reaches the maximum, the system will rebel against you. Why are you guys mutinous? From event trial by fire, from overcolonization, from systems pillaged, from not leading political parties, from overpopulation, from planets. Youch, they are not happy right now. I suppose that what we could do here So Abianord is an overseer. He's not granting ecstatic to these guys, but we could easily put a different governor here, and I think that's probably the best plan. So let's go look at our governors and see who could potentially swap with Abianord that would be useful. Who's our other counselors that are leveled up pretty good, or pretty well? This Horatio counselor, Tigian, is actually pretty solid. Let's go ahead and put Tigian on Kuyos. Although I do want to make sure first that Tigian actually does have Joy Initiative. He does indeed. He's currently on Kamos, which we don't mind moving him off of. So yeah, let's do that. Make sure I'm on the right system here. Kuyos, yes. Excellent. So Kuyos is ecstatic now, no problem. And Kamos is content. They're not super happy, but they're content. And Abianord is free and open, so we're going to put him here, and now they're ecstatic. Beautiful. So that fixes that little rebellion problem we had going on there. Still not sure why we're not getting the option to pacifically convert this thing unless we need to actually be at peace with them. And I'm not sure if that's even a possibility now, to do that. Weird. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why we can't convert that system. As far as I know, we should be able to convert that system. I may be misunderstanding something, though. That is entirely possible. They should be completely done here. One more turn and they're completely done. How long is that hack going to take that we have running from Oentho to Merope? 3 turns unless we are able to boost it, which may be an option here. Yes, it is. 2 turns. Excellent. So in 2 turns, we'll just invade them while they're stuck using a really bad battle plan and have some fun with it. Colin Fett Iska, in the meantime, going to shoot at these guys. They will retreat. We are going to organize our fleets in the best possible way here for this type of combat, which at this point I suspect is probably just this. Or actually, no, I think they were right. We leave it at that. That's fine. Going to use power to shields here correctly. Going to hit the fight button. Decisive victory because they all retreated. Shock, shock, shock. Ooh, that was scary. For a minute there, I thought my system froze. Apologies for that, everybody. I don't know what the heck that was all about. That was weird. I have not had that happen before. That was terrifying. Okay, all good though now. Just a weird spike of lag there for some reason. Here, we're definitely going to split these fleets up. We don't want them stacked like that. We'd rather have 1 in each row just to make sure we're gaining the benefit of having the flotilla bonus. And then, of course, we're going to put 1 in each and then go to our power to shields tactic because that's our best tactic. They're going to retreat here anyway. They're not going to fight. Yeah, they're just running. Like, at this point, the Lumeris are basically going to pull all their ships back to their home system. Like, look at, all they have is ships in retreat. That is all they have left. It's just retreating ships everywhere. We're invading every system they have. They're just retreating at every possible location. We're not going to watch that, but we will shoot them and gain some free dust and science. Okay, thanks, bye. Guys don't have anyone up here, so that's fine. I mean, the upside is now we may be able to gather the relics that are in the Riftborn space. I still don't know why we can't convert Bria here. That's throwing me off a little bit. Just a little bit. But I'm sure we'll figure it out. In the meantime, though, we do want to go ahead and go into our trade tab here and start figuring out what we want to do for our level 4 system upgrade. Probably just going to take the things we have the most of here at this point. That would be those, and those. Yeah, I can live with that. Although, honestly, I would much rather use these. There's only 60 of them, or it takes 60 of them, though, and we only have 280. So it is a little bit risky to use Gigalatus here, but that will increase our influence, which is the main thing we want to boost. So I'm kind of okay with that. And then we could do production there, but as before, the ionic crystal generation is a little bit lower than everything else. So let's go ahead and go with the blue cap mold here. Actually, we're only getting 9 blue cap per turn. Blue cap is way cheaper, don't get me wrong. But I think this is going to be better overall. And we should be able to generate a significant amount of Voidstone. We're actually generating more Voidstone than we are generating anything else we're using here. The one thing that is kind of risky here is the Eden Essence. That is a really high number of units required to do this. that's okay, because we also don't need to do that every single, like in every system, but we do want to do it right here. This is our system that we're using to influence bombs, so we absolutely want that here. Not only that, but completing this here will allow us to increase our population by 1 on all these systems, which is excellent. Okay, that works. That works. I think we've shot all the things. Oh, we do have a relic hunter that is loose up here and waiting for something to do. So let's have him grab that relic. And let's jump over to the behemoth we have that is ready to mine on Osulo. Yes, please, do mine this, do also mine this. While you're at it, now that you have traveled here and done this, it is time for you to travel back to Old Valdi and refresh your probes up there. Okay, thanks, bye. So that'll do it for him. Just gonna go ahead and end our turn here. We do have ships on 2 of the systems for the quest. Not sure what's going on with the rest of it, though. I'm basically just, we're out of time technically, but I'm ending the turn here because I really want to see if we can do that pacifistic conversion now or what's going on with that. So if we show our location here on Groose, they have begun to trace a hack. It'll be done in 2 turns. They're never going to trace it in time. That's fine. Totally fine there. Yeah, look at the influence wrap on this system. Like, I don't understand why we cannot convert them here. It is far and beyond my understanding why this isn't a thing yet. We even have the conversion tech here. Yes? Yes. Allows absorption of systems within your empire's influence area over time, only usable if you are at Cold War or peace. So it must be because we're in a treaty with them, we're not at Cold War or peace, and the truce lasts for 3 more turns. So we need to get back to Cold War with them, and I believe that's where we end up once the truce ends. So when that truce ends, we should be able to go ahead and convert their stuff. Unfortunately, that's it for this episode. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the show. If you did, make sure to go ahead and give us a like or subscribe to the channel, and we will see you next time. Bye!